Welcome to Mission Park Cares.
And this week we're bringing you a married couple who truly invented house flipping right here in San Antonio.
We'll share a very special performance by the Catholic Youth Choir.
We'll visit a program at St. Phillips College that's putting students right in the driver's seat.
And we'll tour a historic mansion that has reopened its doors in San Antonio.
And we'll introduce you to a church that's really on the rise.
But first, let's get the inside story of J Woodward and his trend-setting wife.
David J. Woodward, and by the way, the J didn't really mean much, but he came to San Antonio just before the turn of the century. He came here as a trail driver, started establishing roots deep here in San Antonio. He married May Bach Woodward, and together they made history.
After his time on the Chisholm Trail, David Woodward had his hands in many businesses and community interests, from a water company to a glass company, to becoming a member of the draft board in Bexar County during World War I, and advocating for the widening of Commerce Street. But Woodward made his name in San Antonio in the automotive business.
You know, Mr. Woodward, he actually started in the carriage business without the horse. But guess what? Time would come when he actually had the first horseless carriage, so he had supposedly the very first automobile in the state of Texas. Mr. Woodward, first of all in the carriage business, moves into the horseless carriage business, has the very first car dealership in the state of Texas, and he's selling Packards, Studebakers. I think he even moved into an Edsel. So, that being said, he was an incredible developer of real estate on top of his automobile business as well.
The Woodwards became the original house flippers, flipping more than 20 homes in the San Antonio area. David would build them, his wife May would decorate them. In 1904, David Woodward was trying to find the perfect birthday gift for his wife. He came up with an idea on a property in the Alta Vista neighborhood.
You know, the last house the Woodwards built was the Woodward Mansion. And an interesting little fact about the Woodward Mansion is when people asked him, how much did you spend on this house? He said, I have no earthly idea. I just let the little lady spend whatever she wanted.
The house was built on a hill with a great view of downtown San Antonio. 3 stories, 9,000 square feet.
You know, that house, that mansion, was the epitome of good taste. And when Mr. Woodward passed away, Mrs. Woodward donated that house to the Women's Club of San Antonio, where it stands today in all its glory for the memory of the Woodwards and people who made San Antonio a better place to live. And that leads us into another interesting subject. So the Woodwards have a daughter, and she marries a Tips. And from there on, you know, they become part of my family. And quite frankly, my great-grandfather was one of the instructors to a gentleman by the name of Atlee Ayers. And Atlee Ayers became partners and designed the Woodward Mansion. San Antonio is the 9th largest city in the United States. And it's only divided by 6 degrees of separation because it's just a small little town, which we all thoroughly enjoy. And that's why at Mission Park, we always say, it's our mission to care.
David and May Woodward, forever remembered at Mission Park.
Welcome back to Mission Park Cares.
Are you ready for a youth choir that will blow your socks off?
Oh my gosh, my toes are tingling.
Ready the way, ready the way, ready the way of the Lord. Ready the way, ready the way, ready the way of the Lord. Ready the way, ready the way, ready the way from sin. Let the broken be whole, and ready the way of the Lord. Ready the way, ready the way, ready the way of the Lord. Ready the way, ready the way, ready the way of the Lord. As we wait for you, give us the strength to walk in your truth, so we may love more like you, and ready the way for you, Lord. Ready the way, ready the way, ready the way of the Lord. Ready the way, ready the way, ready the way of the Lord. Let us see your face in our heart. We prepare a place. Come bring in this world your mercy and grace. We ready the way for you, Lord. Ready the way, ready the way, ready the way of the Lord. Ready the way, ready the way, ready the way of the Lord.
I had the opportunity to check out a new program at St. Phillips College that's putting the students on a fast track to brand new careers.
Okay, Dick, now let's see what you learned in college this week.
I'm with Jason Masters, and I'm not sure where I am right now, but I see a lot of things that have to do with automobiles. Tell me where we are today at Alamo Colleges. Is this part of St. Phillips College too?
This is part of St. Phillips College. We're the Southwest campus, so we're a satellite facility. This is the auto collision and refinishing lab. We pretty much do everything here that it has, that's involved in the auto collision industry. Anything from tearing down a vehicle, replacing parts, removing dents, painting, detailing, as you see what's going on over there. So there's pretty much A to Z. The stuff that you see behind us is going to be advanced stuff that we do. So we go all the way up to what an advanced tech at a body shop will be doing with frame damage and stuff like that.
Okay, so everything from frame damage to replacing a bumper.
Everything with glass.
And you can do paint.
We do paint.
And you have state-of-the-art new booths.
Brand new booths.
Okay, and so then tell me, how do you get the vehicles to work on, and what type of vehicles do you get to be able to run and train through this facility?
The college owns a couple of vehicles. They're part of our program. On a case-by-case, limited basis, we will take cars from the community or from students, faculty, and staff. But they have to meet the needs of our students, because that's what's important here, is training them on the things that they're going to encounter when they get out there in the career field.
Tell me what the prospects are for the students that you bring through this facility.
The prospects out here for employment are astronomical, really. Our students are going to work before they even graduate. So usually after 2 semesters, they're being placed in body shops to finish out their internship and the rest of the program.
That's interesting, but I would think you'd want a student to kind of go pretty much all the way through the program, so they make sure that they really learn A to Z, soup to nuts.
And they do, and the body shops that we send them to work with us. But the way that we have designed our program, the majority of the jobs are going to be in the body technician side as opposed to the painting side. The painting stuff we put in the last semester. And so after 2 semesters, you're completed with your body training, and you have enough to go into a body shop and work. And then working with the body shops, they make sure that the students stay in the program and see it through before they really give them full-time employment.
This looks like an incredible opportunity for someone to get into the industry, quite frankly. But what are the qualifications to get in?
None. As long as they can get into the college, they can get into this program. There's no prerequisites required. They can apply to the college. The easiest way is to start online. Go through the St. Phillips College website, and it's all stepped out for them for new students. Once you're accepted to the college, you can start signing up for classes. And we take them right from the beginning. What is a bumper? How does it come off? All the way through.
That's incredible. So that's the beauty of what St. Phillips College has to offer. It's not only here, but everything from health and wellness to culinary school to aviation, and now body and paint and everything else that y'all do here. I'm really pleased to meet you, and thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks for being here in San Antonio to help these students, help this community.
Well, thanks for showing us off.
It's time for an encouraging word from the pastor at Rise Church.
And then we'll remember people that will never, ever be forgotten.
Hey San Antonio, my name is Aaron. I'm the senior pastor here at Rise Church, and wanted to give you just a little nugget of hope today, if I could. I want to ask you a question. What are you connected to? The other night I was with my 6-year-old son and we were frog hunting at night. But before we went frog hunting, we got our flashlights. My flashlight was working great and he brought me his flashlight, but the problem was that the power was really low. He tried to use it, and what was interesting about that flashlight is when he turned it on, it wasn't working properly. So here's what he had to do. He came to me and he said, "Dad, my flashlight's broken." I said, "It's not broken, son, it just doesn't have enough power." So I changed the batteries out, and sure enough, when we turned it back on, it worked great. He was able to see in the dark. Again, I want to ask you the question, what are you connected to? Isn't it true that so much of our life right now feels like it's not working? And it could be you right now. You feel like maybe your relationships isn't working, maybe your finances aren't working, maybe your physical body's not working. And my question to you again is, what are you connected to? The potential of your power is determined by your power source. So what you are connected to absolutely determines how effective your life is. One of the ways you could say it is that the more whatever I put my eye to, I get full of. And I want to ask you, what are you looking at right now? What are you looking at on a regular basis? Who are you around? What are the influences you're allowing into your life? What are you staring at? Because whatever you look at, you get full of. The Bible says it like this in 2 Peter chapter 1. It says, "His divine power," there it is, "has given us everything we need for a godly life through knowledge of Him who called us by His own glory and goodness." That there's a divine power in this world, and guess what? Not all of us are connected to it. My encouragement to you in this season is to be connected to His divine power. How do we do that? Practically, hey, that could be for some of you just starting to read the Bible. Maybe it's a Bible that you understand. Maybe it is just starting off a simple prayer in the morning. God, connect me to your power. I need your power to get through today. Could be getting connected to a life-giving church. Could be starting to really get connected to life-giving people. My encouragement to you right now is, if you're going to make it in these dark times, like that flashlight, you need to be connected to the right power source. I hope that's you, and I want to pray with you right now, if I could, just so that you and I could be connected to His divine power. Will you pray with me? God, we thank you today that we can be connected to you. We thank you that you want to be connected to us, and that today, as you're speaking to us in any way that you can, God, I pray that we would have some level and understanding of your power. I pray that we wouldn't be weak, but we would be strong, that you would come in with your divine power and strengthen our back, strengthen our spirit, strengthen our core, so that we can tackle anything that you bring into our lives today. I pray all these in the name of Jesus. Amen.
If you haven't checked out the incredible Redberry Mansion, wait till you see how it's changed.
Hi, I'm here with Jamie Kowalski, and let me just tell you, she is in charge of an incredible facility that I didn't even believe that was in San Antonio with the Redberry Estate. Jamie, welcome today.
Thank you for having me, and welcome to the mansion. We're right here at the mansion ballroom level, and we really wanted to reinvent this space.
It's just amazing what you see from the front door, from the fountains that I saw coming in, all the way to the big, big lake in the back. I mean, this is a spectacular space. What can you use it for?
Well, thank you. We can use this place for just about anything you can imagine, whether it's a wedding or a corporate event, and make everyone feel nice and comfortable.
I'd love to see the outside and just kind of see the whole facility, and let's get the scope and feel of this whole place.
Absolutely. I'd love to take you.
Let's
Come
go.
on.
Thank you. Well, Jamie, I tell you what, I just can't believe it. It's prettier outside than it was inside, and that's hard to say.
Well, certainly, I appreciate that. We wanted to make sure that you had a nice open area to be able to visit. We've got not only open spaces, but also covered outdoor spaces that make it a unique spot in San Antonio. We have this beautiful view, the only lakeside view venue in San Antonio.
I'm noticing that this lawn is just absolutely gorgeous. How do you keep your grass so green?
Well, you know, we wanted to pay attention to every little detail, and every little detail means to keep some evergreen grass. So it is a turf grass. Your heels don't sink in. I know you don't have to worry about that. But if you're having your ceremony outside, you want your pictures to look the same as in 110-degree heat or 50-degree weather.
How smart.
So we wanted to make sure it's nice and pretty.
How smart. As I look back at this beautiful estate, it looks like you have multiple levels. I've seen that level, but what's going on down below?
So we've got 3 levels, in fact. And the top level is our parlor level, where our brides and grooms can get ready. Of course, you've seen the mansion level. And then we have a hidden casino down there with some extra special surprises.
What is going on out here? We have all this outdoor space.
We decided to put in a lakeside ballroom right on the lake.
Can't wait to see it. Well, Jamie, this is a cozy little room you've taken us to. Tell me a little bit about the space.
Well, it's nice and cozy and small, right? No, we're looking at about 8,500 square feet between the ballroom here and the outside veranda.
Wall to wall, how many people could we have here for an event?
For an event right here in the ballroom, we can get about 1,000 people, a little over 1,000 comfortably.
So Jamie, tell me what kind of events can we start having? Because now's the time to open up a little bit. So what can we do here?
Absolutely. We can have weddings, we can have fundraisers, any kind of corporate event, and we're taking bookings now for not only recently or coming up, but we're also looking into the future for the years to come.
So we can go ahead and start using this now.
Absolutely.
But tell me, how do we get a hold of the RK Group to book all these beautiful, beautiful venues?
Certainly, you can call us or you can email us at sales@therkgroup.com.
Jamie, thank you so much for spending time with us today, and your entire family. We appreciate you. Now let's head downtown where Bernie Martini tickling the keys.
And then we'll have a final tribute to lives well lived.
The summer wind came blowing in from across the sea. It lingered there, touched your hair and walked with me. All summer long we sang our song and then strolled on golden sand. 2 sweethearts and the summer wind. Like painted kites, those days and nights go flying by. The world was new beneath the bright blue umbrella sky. But softer than a piper man, it came to call on you. I lost you to the summer wind. The autumn winds, the winter winds have come and gone. But still those days, those lonely days, go on and on. But guess who sighs his lullabies through nights that never end? Oh, my fickle friend, the summer wind. Oh, the summer wind, yes, that summer wind. Oh, the summer wind.
Thank you for joining us today on Mission Park Cares.
We invite you to visit our website at missionparks.com to upload a photo of your loved one for a future tribute.
It's going to be a great fall, and we're going to do our very best to bring you good news every week.
Because at Mission Park, it's our mission to care.